Singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole. Hey, Chrome! Good to see you. Wow. Oh, here a microphone. those come in handy in like broadcasting situations and stuff. Chrome, we're hanging out together a lot today. Chrome and I just came from the PM section of the Goosh. Hey, Wolverine and Prasanna's here. You got a notification? Wait, this isn't gonna be a New Year's a tradition for the New Year where Susan actually sends out notifications, is it? No, I no, that wouldn't be. Empire Jeff's here and gone. And Mitchell Willie, Mike, Lime Dragon, Hayden, River, Timu, Lix is here. Initiate Crab Rave, Thomas Rowe, Ty, Renee, Erwin Elf. Hey, good to see you again, pal. Susan is working. Who would have thought? They're probably just doing it once to. They're just teasing us. They'll be like, "Hey, let's let them think that there's gonna be notifications this year." Bo Jackson, oh, one of my all-time favorite athletes. Period. I still think, even though his career was very limited, I still think he was the single greatest running back I've ever watched play football. I I know Johnny says let's go ND. Oh, I am so freaking tensed up already. Oh, speaking of ND later, as we go through the stream, if anybody wants to, if anybody's watching the football, I could put. I got a TV right here, but I hate to be distracted by it while I'm trying to chat with you guys. So if anybody wants to give me updates, if there's when and if they're scoring in the Georgia game, I'm really interested in that one. A punching target has entered behind you, Curtis Persona says. Wolverine says the wrecking ball let the dog in. Yeah, let the dog in, and she's down for the count. She's right here behind me. Immediately just. That's what she does. It's a tough life, let me tell you, to being the giant dog. Brax is cosplaying as Big Green. New Year,
Oh
same inappropriate me. Drop your
yeah.
pants now. That's not inappropriate though around here. To be fair, berries, that's expected. You know the pants dropping thing. I would hate
Oh
to have a
yeah.
Spazways comedy slash goosh stream get together whatever where there's no pants dropping. I do stuff. Yes, I do, which is a great name. Says if you don't get excited from a Curtis notification, you're wrong. I would agree. I hopefully sexually excited as well, just from the notification, not from any of this. Just I'm hoping a little bit of boner. Let's see. Wait, does YouTube not have a crab emoji? Lame. I know, right, Big Green? One more thing to call YouTube lame for. New Year, new boy, punch boy. Cincinnati's up 7-0. Okay, thanks, Nate. I I thought Georgia would win this one easily, but I guess then they had a ton of opt outs, so I don't even know for sure what Georgia has left for their lineup. It would have been nice for Cincinnati to get a real test. I mean, now they're in a no-win situation, Cincinnati, because if they can't beat Georgia with Georgia having a bunch of kids having opted out, then it's going to be, yeah, those non-Power 5 conferences are garbage because now they're expected to win. Excuse me. I I have a dig Bick says, "What's up, Curtis? Long time no see. Good to see you again, pal. Happy New Year. We survived. I know. Holy shit. Oh, cool. Chrome says, excuse me, guys. So apparently, season 2 of One Punch Man is finally getting dubbed. It took them long enough. Yeah, because I want to see season 2. I gotta set time aside. Maybe. What do you guys think? I've already got the next series for the $1 level at our Patreon, the Goosh set up. But maybe should we stick old season 2 of OPM in there? Barry says, got
Oh
my stimulus, so I'm buying OnlyFans.
yeah.
Make one. I still think that would be one of the funniest things if I were to make an OnlyFans. Um, I was gonna say, what kind of content would I put on it? But yeah, if I made an OnlyFans, the content would be, well, it would be tiny penises. The content would be just, the only thing I've thought of making another, not necessarily OnlyFans, but another, whether it be TikTok or whatever, another account to do stuff is, because I'm an idiot, on day-to-day happenings, there's stuff that humors me that I don't, probably doesn't, well, definitely doesn't humor much of anybody around me, but I think would be funny to you guys. So if I had an outlet where I could just take my phone and point out the funny thing or why I think it's funny and be able to post it, and I hate to just tie up our YouTube notifications with that, with, you know, several second videos and stuff. That would be the only reason I would think of setting up something like that, because you guys are among the few, I think, who who would appreciate the things that I think are funny. Big Green says, "Oh, the crab emoji on YouTube is labeled as food, not nature. Kind of fucked up." Yeah, especially if you're a crab, Big Green. The crab's got to be like, "God damn, you could give us another option." And now, okay, so then in China's version of YouTube, are the cats listed as food? Because Chinese, they got the cats. That's funny. The story videos, yeah, Alex, but they're generally longer form than what I'm talking about. I like telling you guys stories, and I'll continue to do that here. But I'm talking about just when something comes up on a given moment, and it just strikes me as funny. It'd be like, you know, 6 to 10 second videos almost.
Oh,
Just because I find
yeah.
myself wanting to share the stupid things that I find funny with you guys. I just subscribed and hit the bell, Wolverine says. Jonathan says, "Happy New Year, Curtis. I have a question for you. Since it's New Year's Day, how long would a check take to clear?" Are you being serious, Jonathan? It depends on your bank. It won't be till at least Monday, though. But all the banks are different. It's possible it can clear tomorrow, because Saturday is a business day for most banks, but it's extremely unlikely. Chrome says the final episode of One Punch Man season 2 dub is January 11th. Don't know about
Oh,
streaming platforms though. Yeah,
yeah.
we gotta see that, Chrome, at some point. We gotta do that over at the Goose. Morgan says, "Happy New Year! Holy crap, we made it!" Yeah, I know, really. Oh, Morgan, I'm glad you're here. I got. Oh, you guys will like this. We're talking about YouTube. Here's a great Susanism for you. And I was waiting to see because if not, I was going to private message Morgan. I was waiting to see if she could be in the stream today. Now, the other day on one of the videos I posted to YouTube, I love this. On one of the videos that I posted, I don't remember exactly which one, so I tell you guys the right one. It was the one where I was reading my old wrestling
Oh,
testimonials. Hey Zeno,
yeah.
hello and Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, pal. And I like including the sticky stuff. Where I was reading the wrestling testimonials. Oh, and I've got a bunch more of those. Now that I've collected myself, I'll make another video and finish them up. Hopefully there won't be anything that punches me in them like did in that one. But on that video, Morgan brought it to my attention, somebody was just being an absolute douche to her. And of course, when people are douchey to me, you guys see it and hear all the time. I kind of like it because it's fun to rip on people, and I like to hammer on them. But it actually infuriates me when I see somebody being mean to you guys, and by you guys I mean, you know, our crew here, our family of friends here. So I went in and I ripped the guy a new asshole and got as
Oh,
mean as I thought I
yeah.
could, because it just pissed me off. I was just in the moment, and it really pissed me off, the things that he had said to Morgan. So I posted that, and then I just banned him because the others had been asking me to ban him and everything. And I figure if he wants to confront me, he can come in here and confront me about it. So I went back in later. I was checking through the comments. My comment never posted. I'm like, well, what the hell happened? And then it dawned on me, fucking Susan didn't allow me to post on my own channel, because there were some bad words in there, because I was pissed. And I let him have it. And must be the bad words triggered one of their stupid fucking censors here, and my own comment on my own channel got axed. Did not post. Way to go, YouTube. Good looking out. Lachlan says, Happy New Year. We are now a year closer to death. And that's scary, Lachlan, because I'm already way closer to that than you guys are. Oh, just some dick that was in the comment section there, Wolverine. It's still there. I left it up. You guys can see it if it's in there. But I wrote out this. It was a quality beatdown, too. It was a quality written beatdown, and it never showed up. Susan fucking censored me on my own channel. Yes, I did, Big Green. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, Lachlan says, oh, Susan, Jesus Christ, you're a piece of work. They always give us these options at YouTube, whether or not to censor, chat, whether to censor comments. I always tell it no, get censored anyway. But that's the first time I've been censored. It just completely, it's gone. The comment doesn't exist. And again, I know as much as my mind doesn't work right all the time, I'm 100% sure I know I clicked to post it. And it did post initially because I saw it there, and then it was gone. Morgan says, oh my God, that's right, I never thought of it. Thank you for defending me, Curtis. That is insane. Yeah, well, that just, again, you guys know maybe that's the whole paternal instincts thing. But nothing pisses me off more than when somebody randomly comes at one of you guys. And I was pissed. I went in and saw what Morgan was talking about. So when I'm pissed off at something like that, I'm not the type to be like, well, I'll take a few seconds, let me get away from it a few minutes and give a more leveled response. Fuck that. He doesn't deserve a leveled response. He was being a dick. So I really hammered him, and it's not there. It didn't post. Susan needs to get a life. Yeah, she does, Mike. Do you think Uncle Rico will come back? Yeah, he would, Super Saiyan Monkey, because Uncle Rico is just one of those really pathetic types that just desperately needs attention. And that's all it's become now. I mean, we determined that it was more needing attention than anything else. So I'm sure he would. But now I've gotten to where he's just boring to me. He's not even an interesting troll. So him, we just bounce out of here when he comes in. He was a man of the world, Gaunt says. Oh, excuse me. Prasanna says, have you started AOT Season 4 yet? No, that'll be going up to the Goosh as well. Once a series is out in its entirety, then I'll find a place for it at the Goosh. We got a lot of new seasons of things that we've already watched at the Goosh coming up, so I got to start finding spots for a lot of these. Johnny says ND really needs to run the ball down Bama's throat today. They haven't done particularly well against the run this year. Yeah, you're right, Johnny. And you know what else, too? They were pointing out today in one of the pregame shows, and it's true, Bama also has been shredded this year by tight ends. And the one thing I can say for Notre Dame is they've got the best tight end roster in the nation. I mean, they've got 4 tight ends where most of them would be the starter on the vast majority of FBS teams. Jonathan says, happy Free-for-All Friday and New Year, everybody. Spread love and kindness this year, and all will be amazing. Love you guys. Well, thanks, Jonathan. I appreciate that. Same to you, pal. That's very kind of you. Luke says maybe he'll show up and we can roast him. Oh, Uncle Rico Prasanna, yeah, he's kind of a desperate, pathetic sort that just really, really needs attention bad. Georgia just scored. Tied ball game 7-7. Thanks, Nate. Oof, yeah, that, again, with all the opt-outs for Georgia, if Cincinnati doesn't win this today, that really hammers down on that whole, non-Power 5 conference thing. It just does, because Georgia has had a good year, not a great year anyway. And with all those opt-outs, if Cincinnati can't beat them, it's going to be hard for those non-Power 5 conference teams to make a case to get in the top 4. Zero says, finished Angel Beats. Sorry, you're watching it from Crunchyroll. Yeah. When you finish on there, go to Netflix and watch episode 14. It's not on Crunchy. Oh, shit, I didn't know that, Zeno. Oh, shit, I hope I remember that at the time. I didn't know that. Well, no, that's not the one. I was thinking there was another one I started on a different server. Yeah, Angel Beats has been good. Man, that it sticks out in my mind still. That episode 3 was really hard hitting. Yeah. The musical girl there, I forgot her name, But yeah, that Angel Beats is fascinating. It really is, and especially now, where I am now, where it's not so cut and dried who Angel is exactly and what she means to everything. I like that series. Uncle Rico of Mark Bark says, "Hi, Fred. How are you, Fred? Your name is Fred, by the way." Yeah, Wolverine. Oh, Wolverine. I hope your screen name doesn't get stuck again with that one, though. Yeah, bro says, just a quick in and out as I'm cooking lunch for the kids. Oh, good to see you, pal. Happy New Year, you glorious mother goosers. Let's kick this year off flashily. Well, thanks, Yarborough. I appreciate that. You guys having something good for lunch? I'm hungry. I usually eat lunch before the stream. I didn't eat it yet. And I am a true... Oh, Morgan's stream boss, too. I am a true fat man. I take that shit serious. I'm going to make the... Hey!
What?
I want food.
Oh, yeah.
I want food.
I'm sorry.
I want some lunch. Go get me something, bitch.
You go get some.
Oh, fucking... Give me a fucking knife or
Throw
something.
anything else. Come on.
The dog's scared. The dog's... Okay, I want to get out, bro. Look at her. That dog's like there's gonna be a fight. She'll get mad if we fight. You guys want to see? She'll get pissed if we fight. If I go over and start whooping his ass, watch. The dog will get mad. Oh, okay, Willie. Hold on. I'll get that. Just a second. Hold on, guys. Watch. Oh, whoop his ass.
What? What did I do? Stop it out.
I'm gonna hit him again, Ooms.
Enough. Come on.
What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? What? What? What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? She always does that. She tries to get right between us if we fight or anything. Oh, I don't need glasses. I need headphones. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure I'm caught up here. Willie. 2021 list: get a girlfriend, make a short film, learn how to draw. I got a cool manga idea, and rewatch Bebop 4 times. That's a solid list. I like the priority you have for it too. Get that girlfriend in there. Everything else becomes more relaxing once you got number one taken care of.
Oh, yeah.
Felipe woke up with a hangover from New Year. I just went to bed at my usual time. My wife came up and said Happy New Year to me at midnight. Yarborough says, making some ham and cheese pinwheels and veggie chicken soup. You want some? Wow. See, well, Yarborough's got cheese. That that leaves me out. That's a quality lunch. Your kids are lucky. My kids get like, especially when I was cooking, because I can't cook anything. You got hot dogs because I can boil them, or like Elios because I know how to put them in the oven. Yeah, Morgan says, yay, child abuse. That's always a quality part of the programming here. I hope someone clipped that, Lick says. Johnny says, ND also can't settle for punts or field goals when it's 4th and 1. No, absolutely not today. Or some shit, because Bama will fuck you on offense. It's in inevitability. You are 100% right. Yeah, I think Kelly will be cognizant of that. I hope. Yeah, it's listen, Notre Dame's got nothing to lose by letting it all hang out today. They're supposed to get curb stomped. So yeah, you got, it's got to be bar the doors and just let everything fly. Excuse me. Lachlan says, always good to start the year with a bit of child abuse. Make sure Braxton knows his place. Super Saiyan Monkey says, who the fuck is Belle Delphine? That was an interesting discovery for me in that video. I gotta say. I haven't caught up on Brandon Rogers recently, Mamas. I'll be getting to it. Shelby says, we were having a heated debate in my household over whether cheesecake is cake or pie. I say pie because it's a pie crust. I don't think of it. I like cheesecake. It's not one of my favorites. It's okay, but I don't eat it much anymore because I'm old and everything fucking bothers me now, especially stuff like that. I would say cheesecake is pie. No? For much the same reason that, it's the pie crust. That's an interesting one. Oh, okay. Now, Lud says, responding to Shelby, I've spoken to the highest experts on this, and by that I mean I overheard a conversation between two chefs once, and it's apparently a cake. It's a cake, Chrome says, too. Huh. Monkey says it's neither. It's cake. Everybody's saying cake. Cheesecake. Well, we know it's in the name, Joe. We got that part. We're just debating whether or not the name is accurate. But everybody's saying, yeah, cake. Huh, I'm outnumbered here. Everybody says cake. It's not, again, it's not something I eat, so I don't have a dog in the fight. Get it, dog in the fight, because okay. But yeah, I'm willing to be peer pressured into that. I'll go with cake then. Oh, Gon says normal cheesecake only has pie crust on the bottom. Niall says, did Belle Delphine release a sex tape she said she would? I don't know now. I'm thinking so because she was trending again this morning. And to be honest with you, I had too much going on. It's like, I don't have time to see what this bitch is up to now. So, but I'm assuming that's why she was trending. I don't know. Maybe not, though. It's a vegetable, Gon says. Milok says 2020 is dead. Turns out the final bosses were really Cyberpunk 2077, Pornhub's video deletion, and Belle Delphine's teddy bear video. So disappointing. You guys are good. Wolverine says that Google says it isn't not a pie. What is it? It's a double negative, right? Chrome says it's more cake than pie, but actually it's a tart, really. So you're all. That would kind of make sense, huh? Ooh, Chrome might have swayed me there. It is kind of, if you think about it, it is just like a tart. A tart. I like to have a little tart. Come here, you little tart, yeah. Sit on me lap. As long as you're over 18. What the fuck accent? I don't even know what that accent is. Glick says, when I make cheesecake, we make it the cake way, not the pie way. Glick, that's not it. That just seemed like there'd be so many ways that sentence could have been really suggestive. The cake way, not the pie way. It's my way or the pie way. Henry says, I love cake and pie equally, but when I eat cake, I always eat it with a glass of milk. When I eat pie, I love a scoop of vanilla ice cream on top of it. That is delicious. I agree with you down the line. Yeah, as far as the cake versus pie thing, like Henry, I'm a fat guy. I like both. See, in general, I couldn't make a distinction as to which one I like more because it depends on which kind. You know, if you get a good like blueberry pie, like he says, with a scoop of vanilla ice cream on it, oh, that's phenomenal. But if you get like one of those, can't think of what they're called, but the chocolate style cake with a few layers and that nice chocolate filling in between each layer. And there's this bakery, this Italian bakery that we go to here, not far from us, that makes this raspberry chocolate cake. Oh man. So I don't know. It would all depend on which one individually. Oh, there's so many decisions to be made today. Yes, I love brownies, Prasanna. I like brownies with I like brownies, and I really enjoy them with walnuts in them. Walnuts are weird to me too because I'm never one to. I'm not going to go grab handfuls of walnuts and eat them, but if you put them in anything chocolate, walnuts or almonds, either one, if you put them in anything chocolate, I love them. Zeno says, well, it's a new year, new anime time. The problem is that it'll be hard to come up with new anime to watch. Maybe it's time for long animes this year. Yeah, you might have to mix in a longer form one, Zeno. There's some great longer form ones out there. That's for goddamn sure. Always sploosh. Always. He says, Curtis, is it still fuck USC? Always. That will never end for me. That's, the old fuck USC thing lives forever. They're by far and away my most hated rival. Kaiser says, in relation to your fair use video, if the only physical copies of an anime online are bootleg and there's no legal means, for example, no legal streaming sites, are legal sites considered harmful? Yes, they could still obviously could consider them harmful because they anytime you post anything it's in its entirety without doing anything to add to the entertainment value, that's a slam dunk for copyright violation. But they could, it even if they're not damaged, you know, even if you can't prove financial damage, but you could, because you can assume that that anime has DVD, Blu-ray copies out there. There's some way you can buy that series. So having a pirated site is still damaging to them. But anytime that you don't add something transformative to it, then it's a slam dunk for copyright then. Yeah, Super Saiyan Monkey says my favorite pie is cream pie.
I want to know whether just a...
Willie says I can't talk about Belle Delphine because I said once that she wasn't horrible looking and my friends ripped into me for it. I only called her not hideous. Yeah, that seems a little... I'm with you, Willie. That seems like a little overreaction to refer to somebody as not terrible. And she, well, in fairness, she's not. I mean, she might be an obnoxious person, but she's not terrible looking. You're not wrong. She's attractive enough. She's just kind of a douche. Jonathan says, I'm watching Yashahime, the Demon Princess.
Yeah.
On Hulu. I never even heard of that one, Jonathan. Yashahime. And again, it continues, and it will continue to amaze me. Another anime that I hadn't heard of before. Wow. Samuel says, here's a weird combination that I consider to be very good. My mom made a pineapple upside down cake with cherries. I had a slice of it with some mint chocolate chip ice cream. It was actually good. That's a wild combination of flavors, Samuel. I'd be outright with the pineapple because there's so many things I don't eat though. I'm not a good one to judge, but that's a wild combination there. Excuse me. 2022 Electric Boogaloo. Philip says, please no. My first anime, well, officially Persona, it would have been the abridged of Dragon Ball, because that's how the gang here got me started on anime, was watching DBZA. So officially it would have been actually an abridged, it would have been DBZA. Next post, because I'm naive apparently. What's that, Morgan? Okay, one time I was talking about how my favorite pies are cream pies, completely innocently, yikes, because I really do love coconut cream pie. I couldn't understand why my hubby laughed so hard. Oof. See, that's been the history with me and my wife, Morgan. Same thing, because she's, well, you guys know, you heard my wife swear. What did she say? Christmas. So, needless to say, the way that my wife and I present ourselves and the things that we've exposed ourselves to over the years is wildly different. So yes, she says things that are double entendres all the time, and she doesn't get why I'm hysterical. Wolverine says, check my last post, Hail Hydra. All right, where's Wolverine? Pirated media is perhaps the only thing anime related that I detest more than subbed. Say what you will about me in dubbed anime, I at least support the official release. I get that, Wolverine. Yeah, I completely get that. That's why I spend as much as I do on those freaking all the streaming services I belong to. Because there's some things that I want to watch something and it's out there, I want to watch it on an official release point.
Hit me like twice. Dumbass.
Yeah, I get you, Philip. That's where I am. It would be nice, wouldn't it? He says if we could get one place where anime was consolidated and legal, that would be awesome. I would pay for it. Until then, I make do with what's available. I'm not paying $9.99 a month for 4 different platforms. I get you. They're hurting themselves by doing that. See, the fortunate thing for me is, it's, I can complain about paying for it, but because of what I do, because of making these videos, at least I can write that off every year. You know, all the streaming sites I belong to, as long as I make a video with content from that streaming site, I can write off what I pay for it. So it's a little bit of something back anyway. Daisy Cherry says, hello, Curtis. I've always wanted to say hello and that I enjoy your content. Well, thank you. And now's my chance. I hope all is well and Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Daisy. Thank you for popping in and saying that. I appreciate that. Jonathan says Yashahime is the continuation of Inuyasha. Oh, okay, with their kids, and it looks amazing. Yeah, we got to get to Inuyasha at some point too. That's one of the ones. That's one of the anime that has been discussed, talked about since, again, you guys very first got me into anime. Yeah, Inuyasha's been brought up for years. Excuse me. I wait until the DVD releases when I watch anime. Oh, I get that, Monkey. That's a cool way to watch them anyway on DVD, especially if you're going to yeah, especially if you're going to binge watch. Gon says, "Wait, you pay taxes? I thought you were an e-girl." That always amazed me. For those of you who don't know what Gon's talking about, a lot of the adult style entertainers on Patreon, the girls, what was it, a couple of years ago, guys, where it all came out that they didn't think they had to pay taxes on the money they earned at Patreon. Well, what was their excuse? It's because people are just paying for my content. It's just tips. Well, even that you pay income on tips, if that's the case anyway, as long as the government can track them. And they're not paying taxes on stuff from Patreon where there's a clear and distinct paper trail. Yeah. Sometimes you apparently you don't have to be the sharpest to be an e-girl. Lixbox says it's cool. I watched Interspecies Reviewers on Pornhub. Was the easiest place to find uncensored before they got deleted. Yeah. I wonder that too. I wonder if anybody's, or if they're even available, if anything has been put out about the numbers on Pornhub, if their viewership has taken a dramatic hit over these few weeks since they deleted all that shit or not. Jack Queen says they're doing that with football in the UK at the moment. Can't just get one subscription because it's between 3 big hitters. Oh, Jesus Christ. I just want to watch my team lose. Is that too much? That sucks. Yeah, that really sucks. Because now, for me, see, the NFL isn't as big a deal to me over here as is college football. You guys know, Notre Dame is everything to me. So, like, for me, that red zone, that NFL red zone they have, that's plenty. If I'm a Cowboys fan, but if the Cowboys aren't on, I don't care. I'll just watch the red zone while they're playing, and I'll get highlights from it. But yeah, I would have to find the money to pay for whatever I needed if it weren't for the fact that Notre Dame is already on TV because they got that NBC contract. Because those I need to see. Chrome says Rumiko Takahashi is one of my favorite authors, so do hope we see Inuyasha, Ranma 1/2, Urusei Yatsura, or Meisen Ikoku soon. She's wrote a lot of big mangas that become anime. Cool. Inuyasha, yeah, Chrome. I got to fit that in at some point, or hopefully it wins a poll, because it's been talked about again since I started watching anime. Yeah, true, Philip. Clearly, they never saw Reservoir Dogs. They would have learned that waitresses' tips are taxed. Yeah, that's something I still do to this day. Now, with everything, everything in the world has gone digital, and payment preferences are always with plastic and everything. But if we go out to eat, what I try to do, if the circumstances allow, which they usually do, when we get the bill, if I'm paying with a credit card, I'll put the credit card in, in the pay envelope, but then I will put the tip in cash. Just because the less government knows about what the servers make, the better, as far as I'm concerned. Because as soon as you add the tip to your credit card, of course, it's a paper trail, and they're going to get taxed for it. If you stick it in cash, if they're smart and they just take that tip and put it in their pocket, then fuck you, Uncle Sam. Oh, I'll be going to prison shortly after this stream, just so you guys know. I was probably going anyway. Lalo Loopsy says, Curtis, do you like Mexican wrestling? The Luchadors? Sure, I'll watch the Luchadors mix it up. I didn't like working the Luchador style guys for no other reason other than they made me tired. It's like, come on, quit fucking flipping around and shit. Let's just punch each other. But yes, I watched Luchadors. Aiden says, what's up, Curtis? Nothing, Aiden. Good to see you, pal. Oh, you took over Stream Boss, too. Good to see you here, my friend. Joe Harold says, Mr. Pink don't pay no tip. Rover said, "What is this porn hub you speak of? I've never heard of it." Yeah, it was something new to me too. Just discovered it when there was all that kerfuffle about them having to take down their content of which I certainly did not approve anyway. Huh. Your nose really doesn't grow when you lie. Huh. That was another myth. Yeah, Big Green says jail stream. That's what I do. Icewave says card, then tip and cash. Interesting. Yeah, I do that at most places. Again, because when you get your receipt back, there's a place for the tip. And as long as the server's there so I can explain it to them so they don't think, I don't want them to see the receipt and think I'm stiffing them, I'll just put a 0 in there and then I'll put the tip in cash. Because fuck the government. That's why. Jack Queen says, LOL Jack. LOL jail stream. How long will it take me to rape or be raped? Hey, you gotta get busy. You can't be wasting time in the jail streams. Yeah. Felipe says, Mexican wrestling is like playing with those spinners. Yeah. The luchador guys, or the luchador style guys, when I was working them, it's always like, oh, fucking come on. You guys move too fast and too much. I don't want to run around. I just want to punch people. Oh, Gon says your penis grows when you lie. That's how we know you're truthful. Yeah, I was just gonna say that, Gon. When I was reading your penis grows when you lie, it's like, God damn, I tell the truth way too much then. Way too much. Big Green says, I do not partake in the consumption of pornographic materials. Well, I think that's I don't think any of us here do. I mean, as a group, we hold ourselves to a certain standard of decorum. I did not. Jonathan says, Curtis, did you ever get to meet Eddie Guerrero? Unfortunately, I did not. I would have one night, and what happened? I know I wasn't supposed to work Eddie, but I was supposed to work on a show where Eddie was going to be, and something else happened, and I end up not being able to do the show. Oh, I know what it was. The guy who promoted several organizations, and he asked me if I could switch over. He had shows working at 2 different cities. If I could go do the other show because some people had dropped out and he wanted somebody higher up on the card to go over to that one. That's what it was. So I ended up doing the other show. A bunch of our guys did work with Eddie, and the reputation he had among the indie guys, because this was when he'd gotten in some trouble with the WWE for PEDs. So he was suspended, so he was working the indies. And the other guys said universally he was the nicest guy you ever wanted to meet. He stayed, I know for a fact, he stayed after the shows. Now this is a top flight WWE guy, top in the business, and he used to stay after the shows and stay in the ring and work with guys, just helping them learn and teaching them shit. Quality dude. I've never seen anybody else do that. Nobody else at that level do that. Jack Queen says, I merely film the porn. I do not partake. Porn dealer. High-end products with a happy ending. Indeed. Hey, confused Deadpool. Finally I can tune into a stream. Good to have you, pal. I once saw a video of a Mexican drug cartel decapitated dude. Yikes. Super Saiyan Monkey. I've seen a couple of decapitation videos. I was inspired. La Loops. Yeah. Lalo Loops, he says, it's because I once did a sports presentation in my Spanish class, and I chose Lucha Libre and traumatized my class because of the blood. Yeah. The luchadors, down in Mexico, anything goes, or always did. I assume it's still the same. You get away with anything. Same with Japan. That's where you had Mexico, Japan, you could have all the cool barbed wire matches and all that shit. Yeah. They just let you get as creative as you want to get. Marshall says, R.I.P. Brody Lee. Indeed. Good dude. Really, really good man. Let's see. Rizanor says, Curtis, listen to me very carefully because the future of the entire humanity will depend on how you answer this. Please choose carefully. Girls with dick or men with boobies? Does it matter at that point? I If there was ever a 6 of one, half a dozen of another, that's it. In either case, it's not my bag. So yeah, they're equal. They're equal. I mean, one is equal to the other. So there is no choice to make. Nor do I want to think about it a lot. Aiden says there are tons of those kinds of decapitation videos. Yeah, it used to be. It seemed like even more so on the earlier days of the internet. Well, the internet used to be much more of a Wild Wild West show than it is even now. Well punned, Lude. Decapitation is a good lesson for people. You should quit while you're ahead. Milog says, Baldman, have you ever heard the term cupcake used as a substitute for farting in your hand and putting it in someone's face? It annoys some people, but not as much as my brownies. No, that we had a word. What do they call that? We didn't call that a cupcake. Oh shit, we had a term for that too, and I forgot what it was. I never heard it called a cupcake. I can't remember what we called it. The farting in your hand and stuffing your hand over. What? I mean, it was years ago, but we had a term for it, and it wasn't cupcake. Hotboxing is when you do it under the covers. I can't remember what we called it. Morgan says, go to pay rent online for my new place. They want to charge a 3% fee for using a card. Jesus Christ. Well, I say we goose them and not the good kind. Wow, Morgan. Yeah, that... Usually, within... When you have something like that, like, again, you're paying your rent online or something like that, there are charges that are charged by the card providers.
Oh, yeah.
But usually, in your case, the landlords factor that in and don't charge the extra to you. It usually comes out of their... Wow. Yeah, that's kind of yikes. Making you pay the card fee as the end user, that sucks. I haven't watched Live Leak in ages, Licks. I used to. Live Leak is still around? Wow, I hadn't even thought about that. Yeah, Live Leak had a lot of good gory shit on it. I haven't even thought about Live Leak in ages. I didn't know they were still a thing. Well, if it weren't for the fact that I'll be watching football all day today, I would have been spending a lot of time on Live Leak. I'll have to make a mental note of that, and you guys know where my mental notes go. Just whoosh. You must pay money to pay your money. Yeah, Rover, that's kind of shitty. Because usually always it's the provider that pays the fees on the credit cards. God damn. Hey, Aiden, your stream boss. Senior Smile says, anyone know how long I can wait to fix my throttle sensor for my car? Check engine light came on yesterday. No, I mean, I have a little bit of mechanical knowledge from years of assisting our mechanic and stuff. When it's a sensor, it's impossible to say because the sensors send false signals all the time. So it's hard to say. I really don't know what to tell you, Senior Smiles. It would my guess would be it's going to be different from case to case anyway. Live Leak still exists? Yes, Joe says. Yeah, I didn't even thought about it till Lex just said that. I hadn't thought about Live Leak in a long time. Let's see. Chad is way behind. Yeah, monkey. That's another Susanism. The streams lately, we run them through OBS. That just allows us to have the extras on here, the chat, over here and everything. But the downside to it is you get it used to be a consistent delay. Like every time we would stream, we used to check it, guys. What was it, like 7 to 10 second delay? And now it's substantially more and varies much more wildly. Oh, Super Saiyan Monkey. Okay, here it is. also saw a dude put a screwdriver in his pee hole, and a dude put a glass bottle up his ass. The bottle broke. God damn. It just seems like there would be something better to do with your day than that. I don't know. I don't see myself getting that fucking bored. Kaiser says, actually, Curtis, with Anime Log allowing for legal anime sponsored by anime companies on YouTube in future, would you be able to do reaction videos? Would that constitute fair use? No. Not necessarily. That's not to say that they wouldn't be agreeable to fair use, but no, that would not automatically qualify it for fair use at all. It would be nice if, with things like that taking place, what would be nice, if you guys will notice with reaction videos, a big number of large YouTubers have come around to being very agreeable with the reaction videos. If for nothing else, it's because they've seen, there's been a lot of top YouTube channels now that were buoyed. A lot of their success came from the reactors picking up on them. I mean, let's face it, you got reactors have gotten, a lot of them are very big, and they react to your video. That sends a lot of viewers your way, a lot of new subscribers. So YouTubers have picked up on that. That's why it's not like it used to be, where there's not as much hate spewed towards reactions and stuff like that, because, again, a good hunk of the creators have figured out, man, this is brilliant advertising, beautiful advertising for us. It would be nice to see like the anime companies realize that as well. Then on the other side of that too is then you have the reactors that don't do things the right way, that don't give credit to the original, or worst of all, don't even link the original in their description. So that's always going to drag the reaction community down, is people that are doing things the shitty way. Willie says, my dad asked me what I would do if no film studio would take me, and I said, then I will write the best written porno you will ever chat to. Jesus. Final Hyrule says, hey, Curtis, Happy New Year. Happy New Year too, my friend. Or bon année. I'm going to brutalize that. In French, it's, what is that? Bon année? Année? Bon année. Let's go with that. I'm sure I was completely off, but we'll go with that. It's the pronunciation. Chrome says, oh, definitely. Has Been Hotels creator actually supports reactors openly. And, of course, Devil Artemis. Right, Chrome, Devil Artemis. Has again, well, that's, Brandon Rogers is involved. Brandon Rogers has always been very supportive of us. Our reactions used to come in and comment on them all the time. Nux Taku, perfectly good with reactors. Oh God, there's so many more, and I'm forgetting the guys already, and I apologize for that. Like you said, Devil Artist, the names will come to me. I just blank out constantly, but yeah. Well, you guys saw Meat Canyon, and what I like is Meat, when he put us in his video, and thank some of the reactors. What I like is too, he took a sideways shot at the people that react to videos and don't really react. If you guys saw that Meat Canyon video, because at the end, after he showed, the clips of reactors reacting to his stuff, he said, and I really like the ones who said things like, bruh, or, hey, you can do that on YouTube. It's like, so in other words, he was taking a shot at the fact that some people do reactions videos and don't really add anything to them and don't really react. So yes, I thought that was very pointed. Rover says, I like the relationship between reactors and creators when it's done right. Some studios don't like letting stuff go for free, but it does bring awareness and traffic to them. True. And the sad thing is, again, we have reaction channels that don't do things the right way, and that drags it down for all of us. I think the creative community as a whole would be much more welcoming to reaction videos if everybody did things the courteous and proper way. Lute says, one thing I hate the most, reactors who react to a cool video and say, check out the original, but don't put the fucking link in the description. Assholes make me lazy, my lazy ass look it up. That's inexcusable, I think, Lute. Yeah. Yeah, to make a reaction video and not have the link to the original video in there is just beyond inexcusable. That's just filthy as far as I'm concerned. Nate says, would I be able to do anything with music claims? I am a non-profit reactor and have claims on music on Ruby parody. I don't do anything to alter video beyond my reaction. I do link original video. Music is even more difficult than video, but it doesn't matter if you're for profit or not. I mean, it's an element of fair use, but a very small one. It's really not going to make a difference. If they've claimed the music, there's really not going to be anything you can do. You could file a counterclaim, but to be honest, with music, you would probably lose that. Senior says, hey Curtis, have you, or do you have a favorite anime now that you've seen so many different genres? Also, there's a schedule for the Goosh somewhere I can see. I don't know what you mean as far as a schedule, Senior. Well, you can go to the Patreon. I don't want to tell you wrong. I believe you can see what's going on there. You can see titles and stuff at the Goosh. If you're not a member, you just can't see the actual video. So you can see what we're doing currently. But as far as the things we've seen, if you go into pretty much any of our videos, I have a post that's pinned to the top that gives a list of what's going on at the Goosh. You can see all the series that are going on. Do I have a favorite anime? It depends. I have an elite tier, but as far as which one would be my favorite, it depends on what I'm in the mood for on a given day. But Hunter x Hunter is definitely on that list, as is One Piece. There's just so many that have made elite status for me now. I mean, even things like Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. It's just something that if I'm in that mood, there's nothing better. We've got several series that are being sponsored at the Goosh that would be right up there, like Toradora and others that we've just recently completed. Yeah, it's hard for me to say because it all depends on my mood, what would be my favorite at a given time.
It's a really bad idea because they have, like, 3 ultimate.
That was the Chrome.
We should have.
2021 is going to be a drunk year since 21 is a drinking age. AJ says, that's a good point. Yeah, Zombie Dude says, oh, man, aren't you glad that COVID just disappeared now it's 2021? It's funny, too, Zombie Dude, how some people seem to almost be under that impression. It's like, this was all just due to 2020. It'll be gone now. Yeah. Well, let's not overextend our expectations for 2021 here. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna have to go. I got a couple things I got to take care of, and by 4 o'clock I will be sitting down to watch the Notre Dame game. Of course, if you guys want to feel my pain, just watch the Notre Dame game, and every time Alabama scores, you'll know an old man's having a little bit of chest discomfort. Hopefully not like critical death thing, but if I'm gonna die, might as well be after a Free for All Friday stream because they are among my favorite things ever. So at least I got the high, the rush, the adrenaline push of getting to hang out with you guys on a Free for All Friday before Bama does what they did to me 8 years ago and annihilates my Irish again, and then pisses me off to where I become a pissy little bitch and make fun of Alabama at every turn because I can't get over it. So I can't believe we survived and beat COVID. I know, Big Green, it's 2021. But this is it. Not only is it Free for All Friday sticky stuff, it's New Year's sticky stuff. This is as celebratory a sticky stuff as you'll ever get. This is definite. Now, this one is for sure collector's items. Definitely have your officially licensed Free for All Friday. Have your officially licensed sticky stuff fanny packs open and available for this. You might want, Xeno games, with the sticky stuff. You might want, obviously, you always want to partake in some of the sticky stuff, but keep a good little bit of this aside. It's going to be a great pick-me-up for when you're not having a good day, because this is the good stuff. Here comes 2021 New Year's Day Free for All Friday sticky stuff. Come on, it doesn't get better than this. Come on. Pamfu. Here comes sticky stuff for you, sticky stuff for you, sticky stuff for you over here, sticky stuff for you. Free for All Friday 2021. Everything's going to be good now. 2020's gone. Well, that's what we're going with. It's all going to change. Things are turning up. The sticky stuff is extra fresh. Oh, it's all going to be good until, 2 hours from now when Notre Dame gets their ass kicked. Because we'll bang, okay? Flashily like Buggy. And as always, most importantly, every day of every year. Goosh, 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 goosh. Goosh.
This sounds